楼悬是草何故？无有因。四读诗馆何故？无有因。诸色往往何故？无有因。慈悲颠倒何故？无有因。隐隐赤然何故？是曰：木生无烟，物长雷电，击背而歌，真意自现。
小居士，你我相识一场也是难得，不如再帮我一回，将猴头留下，我好与师傅交差。
IGN China has already done an extensive preview on what Wukong plays like on a late game build, with many techniques, stances, and transformations already unlocked, which is great because my 2 hours covered pretty much the very start of the game. The first thing that I noticed as I started playing was how fluid and fast Wukong feels to control. Many Souls-likes are built on a foundation of slower and more methodical combat, but Wukong feels exceptionally quick and agile. From the beginning, there's actually no block button. Wukong can twirl his staff to block projectiles, but as far as melee attacks go, everything must be dodged. To that end, there's a Bayonetta-style dodge system, where you can dodge up to 3 times very quickly, but after the third one, you're punished with a lengthy recovery time to try and curb people from just mindlessly mashing the dodge button. Perfectly timed dodges will reward you with extra focus, and once your focus bar has been filled, you get a focus point that allows you to chain a strong attack into your light combo string for a big chunk of damage. Later on, those focus points can also be spent on different types of special moves that you unlock in the skill tree, which we'll get to a bit later. Wukong also has access to a number of spells that consume his mana. I only really got to play around with the Immobilize spell, which, as you can imagine, stops an enemy in their tracks and allows you to sneak in a few hits before the spell's effect wears off. Stronger enemies, and especially bosses, are affected by the spell much less, and sometimes they were able to shrug it off entirely. Even at just an early stage, combat was a fun dance of actively looking for opportunities to avoid enemy attacks and find openings, keeping an eye on my focus meter so that I can use a damaging heavy attack whenever I had the chance, while also managing my mana and cooldown for my immobilize spell. Eventually, I got my first transformation, which turns Wukong into an absolute beast, with much stronger attacks and a hugely damaging super attack that he can use out of a dodge if he manages to build up a focus point. One of his moves in this transformation is a lightning fast dash attack that made me feel like I had basically turned into the boss that I got the transformation from. Later on, I added another tool to my repertoire, the Tower Stance, which swapped out my chargeable overhead strong attack for the ability to stand on my staff and avoid damage on the ground as long as my stamina held out. If I managed to stay on the staff long enough for a focus point to charge, I could spend it to leap off the staff, flip it around, and come crashing down with a powerful strike that felt incredibly cool to pull off. These stances, along with my general combat abilities, could all be upgraded through a level up system that works a lot like Sekiro's. As you defeat enemies, you'll gain Will, which builds up a bar in the top right of the screen. When the bar is full, you gain a Spark, which can be used to purchase upgrades from one of your various skill trees. Once you fill the bar and bank a point, you can't lose it. You can even add that point wherever you want, not just at a shrine, which serves as Wukong's version of a bonfire-like checkpoint. However, if you die before you manage to fill the bar, a portion of that experience will be lost in typical Souls-like fashion. Don't let that trick you into thinking that Wukong is an easy game though, because it certainly is not. Enemies are aggressive, bosses are relentless, and even more so in their second phases, and you only have a scant few restorative potions to keep yourself alive. I also managed to find a secret boss room behind a waterfall that took me to a dragon boss that absolutely wrecked me. Fortunately, you can teleport from shrine to shrine, so you can come back to him much later down the road once you've upgraded your gear and add some more points into your skill trees. And speaking of gear, I didn't manage to find all that much, but I did find enough to at least know that there are sets of armor that grant extra bonuses for wearing multiple pieces of gear from that set. The levels themselves were fairly linear with a couple of branching points that led to some sort of treasure or item pickup. The real star of the show, though, were the boss battles. Even in just 2 hours, I fought against a wide variety of bosses, from a speedy wolf boss that I snagged my first transformation from, to a mule-kicking frog in human clothes, to an I greatly enjoyed my time with Black Myth Wukong. Even in just 2 hours of playtime, I felt like I got to experience a lot of combat progression, and am excited to see how things will continue to evolve as the game goes on. We won't have to wait much longer to see how the full game shakes out, as Black Myth Wukong releases on PC and PlayStation 5 on August 20th. always been something extra special about Black Myth Wukong. It's stunningly gorgeous, the animations are incredibly fluid, it's steeped in rich Chinese culture, and there's just something immensely satisfying about playing as a Monkey King, beating up all sorts of mythical creatures with a giant extendable staff. While this isn't the first time IGN has gone hands-on with the game, it is my own personal first time with it, and after 2 hours of playtime with the opening chapter, I somehow walked away even more excited for its August 20th release.
山海半生漂泊，雨夜孤舟。
天地良时灵魔，西出
大喜！大喜！大喜！大喜！大喜！大喜！大喜！大喜！
闭嘴！好蠢的东西，快些走！空把青丝等白头。快来快来，他们到了！又不是三姐姐你成亲，这么着急做什么？叫你编排我，今天我就收拾收拾你的小蹄子！哎呀，好姐姐，就饶了我吧！来了来了，新郎官来了！
我来迟了，妹妹们久等。
我到母亲日思夜想的，是个什么俊俏郎君，怎么生得这般憨丑？
嘴脸是有些阿脏，不过母亲喜欢就好。丑是丑，听说以前倒还有些本事。为了抓他，母亲的家传宝贝都用上了，可是费了姥姥劲儿了。
哼，二姐姐真是勤俭啊，捉到好东西也不先让妹妹们尝尝。
妹妹好大的气性，母亲心心念念要嫁的人，少根指头，咱们都没好果子吃。
嫁了她又有什么用？我们还不是一辈子守在这鬼地方，连你也不晓得。想看就去前头看。
我说妹妹们，这还没开始行礼，你们就急着要闹喜糖了？
嗨，不过是母亲修炼用的精元，我们呐，别操那没用的心。姐姐，人我就交给你，
一路辛苦了。
姐姐，母亲是老糊涂了，妹妹们又不晓得事，难道你也看不出来吗？
你就当心疼心疼母亲，也是我们做儿女的尽一次本分。
我何尝不心疼她？她数十年的病根一直好不了，正是拜这蠢物所赐。不恨就罢了，还这般作践自己，我是演不下去。
有些事情不看对错美丑，更不论强弱输赢，都是机缘巧现编织的宿命。
姐姐，
你我当时都未出生，不曾见母亲用过的情，自然也参不透她今日的痴心。
师伯那边，
走一步看一步吧。借来的福分，能多享一日，也是好的。你随我来，前面便是母亲的蓝房了。这里有几句话要叮嘱你。母亲平日里都是好的，唯有吃饭时只爱独享，千万别去沾惹她。还有，别细看她的脸，尤其是眼睛。
姐姐，不能再耽搁了。
我的话，你可要细细记住了。
快去，别误了时辰。
为何相见恨晚，情深却不
哥哥，你让妾身当得好苦啊！天上果然不是人过的日子，能回来就好。姑娘们，排宴！